D-Mac, you fill out your bracket, man?
Yes, sir. I got it right here.
Oh, there he is. I love it, everybody.
Absolutely.
So D-Mac, the hockey guy.
Not a clue. I'm just trying to go by the knowledge of what you guys got, and I like certain teams.
And D-Mac, that's where I want to start with it. The hockey guy's bracket. D-Mac, the hockey guy.
How do you want? You
just
want game to game?
No, just your interpretation.
All right. So my interpretation of this year's NCAA is I think that it's a chalk. That's one of the chalks is going to win. I think that there's a few, like there is underdog wins. There always is. But I think looking at the way the college basketball is, it's more to the norms of coming down to it. For me, I'm always I like a certain style of basketball, right? I like the physical basketball, a little bit more gritty, stuff like this. Like we're gonna get down to the nitty gritty. I'm a big fan of the Houston team. So, and I mean, they legit have, it's one of those things that, like, is this the time to whatever else? So if you're asking me, like, you want me to give you my Final Four, or do you want me to give you the, I'm mostly, who is my, I think Ole Miss. I like Ole Miss, like as far as like some of
good coach there.
Upset stuff like this. I think Xavier, I got them, giving Kentucky trouble. But and also too is it time for Tennessee to make a splash as
about time
as a 2 seed? So those might be the storylines. But again, the Arizonas, the Michigan. I do want the dream matchup, so I'm putting it into reality that in the Elite Eight, Michigan and Michigan State will match up. So I got them there.
So you got it there.
I got them there because I'm all about manifesting.
Yeah.
That's all what I can do for my brothers and sisters here at Woodward Sports and all my Sparties and Wolverine brethren is hope that, because what happens if they play, Neil? Root for radio, right?
Absolutely. Woodward Sports chat thread. Jump into there. IT Hips. Do you have to live in Michigan to participate?
No.
Jump in.
Don't? Oh, okay.
I don't think so. No.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Mike G. What bracket is Oakland in? Well, this year was always going to be a wash for us. We had the high highs and. We had a down year for us, which wasn't 3-17 in conference play, like a down year, like another program here. No, we lost in the semifinals in overtime of the conference championship. So came up just short, even in a down year. But hey, it was always going to be a wash. That's what I was told. So
Neil, that's a great question because you brought it up too. Because that's we're making a decision on coaching and stuff like that. How much does coaching play a part in this?
It's incredibly important.
And so like if in your mind and you follow and say that this coach, right, he gets like 2 points for this team, like he can sway the game like the line,
yes,
right, as much as in any sport. Like think about this: is coaching the most important in March Madness for a team than anywhere else? Right at that time, so. even like the Super Bowl, because guys are like pretty much prepared. You play the same way. You're going to go execute stuff like that. But to get through this tournament, like coaching, and you've been there, because you see that matchups and stuff like this, right? So the coaching edge that could, if you're up in the air, I guess my whole point is, so if you're up in the air about what team to take, if you could go to the coaching edge for the final decision, right?
No,
is that how you
that's
do it
why,
sometimes?
like the Ole Miss thing, I value Ole Miss too because Chris Beard's a good ass coach.
Yes.
Maybe not the best husband, but
where are we talking? What are we talking about here? Are we talking about his?
I don't care about that.
No, that's what I'm saying. What are we talking about? How is he a basketball guy? Is that all you want? Filling out right?
Elite.
Exactly. Who gives a shit?
Not an elite husband.
Like the Godfather.
No, absolutely.
Like who else? So I guess maybe I don't mean to.
Well, for me,
sidetrack, but so who has the coaching edges? Because I think the comment you made before, right, which you have to look into too, is like which coaches are moving on but still coaching the other teams, which could make this.
Well, I got a reverse of that.
That's what I'm saying.
Like my move has been McNeese State, Will Wade, elite at LSU, investigated by the FBI. But nonetheless,
But again,
elite.
what are we talking about?
I'm not
here?
talking. Yeah, they don't. That doesn't factor in on the scoreboard. Now he has since. This is weird for him. This is the reverse of what you said. He took the South Carolina job. It's already taken, but he's going to coach the tournament, and then he'll leave to go to South Carolina.
So how does that work out?
I don't know. I'm curious too.
That
No,
is
but
pretty
how does
wild.
that usually? Does that?
That's kind of wild.
Right.
He already took the job.
You already took the job.
At NC State.
But isn't that like a coaching? We've seen that in bowl games, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yep.
In football.
Yep. I mean, we saw it in the playoffs with Ben Johnson.
Do you want me to?
Or yeah, excuse me, NC State. Thank you, Justin. Yeah, South Carolina job's still open, I believe, right?
Yeah, it is.
So there it is. But yeah, he's already taken the NC State job, so he'll be elite there too. So next year when we're talking about the tournament, when NC State's in there, we'll be
100%
talking
they
about
will
him
be.
million%. So it is. It's just it's all of those things. Chuck Brewer. So Oakland won the Natty last year and got a new coach. I missed that part. I mean, the mid-major national championship we did win. I would say for the 1/15th of our budget is to Michigan's. I would say we probably were better than Michigan in basketball last year. I would
Yeah,
say
you
that.
were. Wow.
We weren't 3-17.
No, you were not. And you made the tournament. And you made a run.
That's right.
That deserves some respect.
So there you go. Great Lakes 24 in the super chat. Neil, thoughts about USL going promotion relegation? We talked about this yesterday on the show. It's big. I think it's USL's one card to kind of sway the pendulum of pro soccer in America. It's very big. I'm fascinated to see.
So do
how
we
it
want to
plays
go
out.
through do we want to give our final four and then are we doing that or is?
Yeah, I mean, we'll
or
get
we're just
there.
breaking it down?
Yeah,
Oh,
right now
okay.
we're just kind of spitballing around the room to see what
I
everybody
mean,
else.
and don't get it twisted, right? Like the one team that I loved all year long is Florida. So Florida
they're
elite
ride,
guard play.
ride which in the tournament,
Maybe the best guard play.
right in the tournament.
They're the ones with the ball in their hand all
What
the time.
usually takes over in this tournament?
Guard
right
play.
now, I know that with Michigan with the 7-foot, but Florida's got some monsters too, don't they?
Yeah, they got two 7-footers on their
They
roster.
got some Twin
Their
Towers,
starting center
too,
is
so-
7'4".
And they got
maybe
good
there's
guards.
a matchup there down the road.
Maybe the best.
Yep.
Maybe the best guards. Manugian Mansion, Duke and Tennessee. So he's in there as well.
I like Tennessee.
Woodward. Manugian Mansion also said, I got Duke, Maryland final. Okay, donate your money and move on, Manugian Mansion.
If that's the case, bro, congratulations on your win. Right? If that's the way it breaks down, I'm sure he wins.
A lot of
'cause
people
nobody
like
else will have
Maryland
him.
to win the Natty, which I think is a little too aggressive. I respect Maryland a ton, but I don't. They're not that
I
good.
don't. Tell me about the great Maryland games you've seen in the past. Because I saw him play a team that turned it over 18 times and still lost to them. Got
That
out
is-
rebounded by 30.
Well, yeah, they don't match up well with size, but they do have the dynamic scoring to beat any team in the tournament. When you have they have the best point differential in terms of their starting five in the entire country. And I think when you're playing inferior opponents, you can take advantage of that when you have the five best players on the floor. But when they go against Auburn, or no, they're in Florida's region.
Yep.
When they go against Florida, they're just not going to have enough. Florida runs 7-8 deep.
It's not
They're
enough.
all really good, and I think that the lack of depth is what's going to kill them in March. I mean, that's what kills all good teams in March that don't have depth.
Yeah, it would suck to not have depth.
What's your vibe from the brackets, Benny?
I'm with D-Mac. I think it's going to be pretty chalky. I got 1s and 2s in the Final Four.
Yeah.
And I like Florida a lot. I like Michigan State to make the Final Four. It's going to be fun. I don't think we're going to see as many. You're going to see some upsets still. Like, there's going to be some upsets in the first round. There's going to be teams that shouldn't win and teams that move on. But I don't know if we get a Cinderella run this year. Like, I think they'll win a couple games, maybe 2 games, but then they'll get bounced out by playing one of these juggernauts. Because I think that college basketball is so, like, caught up to everybody else. Like, the reason that Cinderellas used to win and make runs was because they had these 5-year guys. They had these 4-year seniors that have been there for so long, that play the game so well and know what they're doing. But now even like the Auburns, the Florida, they have veteran guys. They keep these guys to 5-year, even 6-year players, so they have that veteran leadership as well. So that discrepancy isn't really there, and that's where you saw a lot of the Cinderellas was these 4 or 5-year players going up against the one and done guys or going up against the freshmen and just out hustling them and out basketball IQing them. But now every team, even the big name guys, even the high payroll guys, they have these long-time players that have played a lot of minutes and have played tournament games before. So you're not going to see really guys losing their heads or not knowing what to do. So I do think it's going to be kind of chalky this year, but still, you're still going to get some upsets for sure in the first round. I just can't see a Cinderella Final Four run or anything like that this year.
That's fair. No, that's fair. All right, let's do this. Let's take the first break. When we come back, I got some random facts about the NCAA tournament. We'll take your input on